All right, good evening, wrestling fans. We are back with another great episode of WCW Monday Nitro right here on the Nation Network. And Jess, talk about the matches we're going to see tonight and the talent we're going to be seeing here as well.
Well, it's right now, it's countdown to Sunday. Sunday, of course, is going to be Halloween Havoc. Everybody is excited for that. We're all ready. And I'll tell you right now, I think a lot of things are going to be really fired up here tonight leading into Halloween Havoc.
No doubt about it. We're going to be seeing the total package, Lex Luger in action, going up against Dustin Rhodes tonight. How do you like that one?
Well, I think Dustin Rhodes still a little bit early on, having some things to learn before he's ready for someone like the total package Lex Luger. But we know what Lex Luger's really all about. He's trying to get to Dusty Rhodes, and what better way than to go through his son.
Well, that would definitely get the job done. We know Hollywood Hogan, the heavyweight champion, he's got a big match on Sunday.
Spin the wheel, make the deal. Hey, that's what we all want to see. That's what we're all going to see. The question is, what match will they have?
Indeed, Zeus has been chasing Hollywood Hogan for some time now, and it all comes to a head this Sunday. Will he have what it takes to take the title away? And ladies and gentlemen, tag team champions are here. We're also going to be seeing our main event, Booker T, going up against the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's a main event any place in the world, bar none. You were looking at two of the absolute best of the best when those two dudes get in the ring. And keep in mind, this is WCW Nitro, but it's also WrestleVerse. Anyone goes.
And I think we're going to see some of that right here tonight as we send you to the ring to kick off the action here on Monday Nitro. Stay with us. As we get ready to kick things off, and what better way to do it? The icon himself, Sting.
Well, he may be the icon around here, but I'll tell you something right now. He's going to have a tough road to hoe. As he heads into Halloween Havoc, we know he'll be going one-on-one with his arch nemesis Vader in that one. But hey, you never know what's happening anymore, because what happened a week and a half ago, out of nowhere, Dolph Ziggler comes out and basically got on the stage and pointed at Sting, saying he wants Sting.
Now, the war of words between those two men has been going back and forth over the past 12 days. There has been some talk about Vader Not being at 100% heading into Halloween Havoc. How much of that do you think will weigh on the mind of Sting?
Well, the worst mistake he could do would be to undersell Vader and think that he's not at 100%, because even if he's not, even if he's only at 70%, that's still better than most of these dudes at 100%.
Perhaps a little look into the future of Halloween Havoc right here tonight, as it's very eerie here on Nitro for this opening contest. Sting ready to go. And he will be taking on this man right here, Karion Kross.
Well, I'm not entirely sure why Karion Kross is here, other than the fact that he's living up to his name and he's crossing the line. But this is WCW territory, and Sting is one of the biggest names of all of them to ever come out of the WCW. And if you think he's not going to step up, and if you think he's not going to represent, well, then you've got something else to learn, don't you?
No doubt about it. Sting will be 100%, and he will be ready for action here tonight. Want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network tonight. Judd, 3300 in the house, along with a bizarre showcase.
Also, we've got Jay Wiley in the house, our resident IT specialist here on the Nation Network.
Karion Kross recently representing the Brood over in the WWF. Since WCW restarted about a year ago, courtesy of Hollywood Hogan, we have seen momentary crossovers like we're seeing right here tonight. There are those who have pledged their loyalty to the WCW, those that have pledged their loyalty to the WWF, and occasionally those lines get blurred.
Well, the fact that he's a member of the Brood makes you have to wonder, if you're Sting, hey, where's Gangrel, where's Edge, and do you have to worry about them showing up here tonight as well?
Bell sounds, action's underway, and these two men meet up in the middle of the ring, and Sting wasted no time at all.
Well, it's a tremendous move right there by the Stinger, going for that leaping DDT, really going to take some starch out of Karion Kross, I would think, early on in this match. Although he's bouncing back quite well, I've got to say, I'm impressed.
Karion Kross, indeed. A very powerful, very worthy opponent. And Sting not just battling for the victory here, not just battling to go into Halloween Havoc on a positive momentum, but also defending the honored WCW here from this outside intrusion that is Karion Kross. Tremendous suplex right there, and out to the floor he goes, and now Sting going up to the top rope. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Tremendous move by Sting with that missile attack.
He almost took the head of Karion Kross right off of his shoulders, and Sting really is battling for the honor of WCW. He's taking this one very personal.
Well, again, the recent influx of former WWF talent that has made its way here to WCW. There have been battle lines drawn, perhaps. Maybe people like Sting, people like Lex Luger, who don't necessarily see eye to eye, look at these outsiders and say, hey, listen, we don't know if you're here for the right reason or not.
Well, either way, you got a little bit of a penance to pay, I think. You can't just walk in the door and all of a sudden you're WCW after we've been battling it out for months and months.
And now a Stinger turning the heat up just a little bit on Karion Kross. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Will he have it too? And oh, he just got that shoulder up.
Well, it was a really close call right there. Karion Kross has to realize he's in trouble right now. Smart move would be to get out of the ring. Smarter move would be to hit him with a low blow.
Excuse me.
Hey, I'm just calling it like it is. You need to get a break. You hit the guy low. That'll buy you a couple of good minutes.
Down he goes now. Going in. Scorpion. And he's got it hooked up in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I don't like Karion's odds right now. He's never going to make it to the ropes from where he's at. And Sting really putting the pressure on there. Doing a good job of leaning into it.
And take a look at Karion Kross as he uses some sort of inner strength to power out of that one. And follows it up with a belly-to-back suplex. And now Sting motionless in the ring. Oh, he baited him in. Hooks to ankles. Could it be? He got him.
What a victory it was right there for Sting. Pulled out a big one.
Oh, hold on just a moment. Dolph Ziggler this time is face to face with the Icon.
Something's going to go down between these two dudes, and real soon, I believe.
Together, we can do anything.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own two hands. The hands that were passed down to us. The hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you. So what do you think? Like we're alive.
I love your family, Kevin.
You know your uncle?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that makes me so happy.
Can I talk to you about something, Mom? Dad's too tough on us. You gotta say something.
Baby, that's what your brothers are for.
Feel that? You feel that? That's pressure.
You're pushing too hard.
I'm fine, kid. Seriously, I'm just sick.
I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
It was a terrible accident.
I should have stopped him. I need to think about my family.
Your job is to wrestle. Live up to that deal, or we are through.
I told you to look out for him!
I just love being out there with you guys. It's the only thing that matters to me.
Honor will forever be the greatest family in the history of wrestling.
All right, wrestling fans, ready for our next matchup here on Nitro as we take a look at the tag team champions, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 531 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Well, anytime you're taking a look at champions in the ring, you're getting a look at some of the best there is anywhere in the world. This is the best tag team in the world today, as far as I'm concerned, the Steiners, Rick and Scott. And while this is a non-title match that they'll be finding themselves in here tonight, it's a luck of the draw match. Two dudes just randomly selecting numbers to see who's going to be competing here tonight against the tag team champions.
You never know what's going to happen in a random draw match like this one.
And their opponents.
Oh, and take a look at this.
The family from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 273 pounds, the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes.
Well, we spoke earlier on this evening about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And more particularly, the ongoing call it a battle, if you will, with the total package, Lex Luger. Luger definitely wants to get his hands on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, in just a little while, he's going to get his hands on Dusty Rhodes' son, Dustin. And you got to believe that's going to be a statement match for the total package, Lex Luger.
Who is Dusty Rhodes' partner going to be here tonight? Again, this is a non-title match.
Who is it?
I'm still not sure. Oh, my goodness!
You've got to be kidding me. We'll take a look what's gracing the stage of WCW Nitro.
India, weighing in at 275 pounds, Veer Mahan.
Talk about an unlikely duo here tonight. The luck of the draw, and if you're the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, I just don't know how good a luck you're having to have this as your tag team partner. Not that he's not capable.
Well, I have to agree with that. I mean, Veer Mahan normally, I would say, is a tremendous tag team partner for anyone, but it's clear that Dusty Rhodes is actually friends with the Steiner brothers. And I think he may end up having a problem with Veer Mahan and some of his tactics. It'll be interesting to see if they can even work as a team. Again, the title's not on the line, so there's really not a whole lot to be gained here by Veer Mahan.
Indeed, even if he and Dusty were to win this match, the odds that they would form a team that would challenge for the tag team titles, I can't imagine such a thing.
Well, once again, this is WrestleVerse where anyone goes.
Goes for the cover now, Steiner. Hook and a leg on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes coming out the back door. We talked about the line being blurred. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, see him here in his polka dot attire from the World Wrestling Federation. He has split his time between both promotions, not choosing to represent one over the other, rather compete in both to take on the best of the best. And now top rope, look at this, Scott Steiner, what's he got in mind? Went for the elbow drop, Dusty Rhodes getting out of the way. And makes the tag, here comes Veer Mahan, our first look at him here on Nitro.
Well, one thing we know about Veer Mahan, he is one big, dangerous, tough son of a gun. I would not want to have to be in the ring with him right now. If I were Scott Steiner, I could think of some better places to be.
Steiner not one to back down from a battle. We know that for a fact. He and his brother, collegiate standouts in the world of amateur wrestling, representing the great University of Michigan. And now look at this. There's a tag made by both teams. And Rick Steiner will tie it up. Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and this match continues on, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this Sunday, the action is going to be incredible. Halloween Havoc here on the Nation Network. Hook and a leg, good to 1 count.
Well, one thing we know for sure, everybody's been talking about it, that is the main event. The World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Hollywood Hogan, who has held that title for so long now, with perhaps the greatest challenge yet, that's going up against Zeus. They will spin the wheel and make the deal right there live on the Nation Network.
Indeed, neither man knows anything other than who their opponent is. After that, it's all up in the air. Here's an interesting matchup as we've got Veer Mahan going up against Rick Steiner, a couple of real powerhouses, and now Steiner.
Talk about missing a couple of French fries from a Happy Meal. What is he doing down there barking like a dog?
Well, as we all know, Steiner's referred to as the dog-faced gremlin. There's a tag made, and Mahan paying way too much time to this audience and pays the price as well.
Well, as much of a mistake as that was, you notice the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, didn't give him a heads up or anything. He let him get clobbered. That's what I talked about early on.
Oh, and take a look at this. Scott Steiner down the American Dream. How do you explain that one?
Well, you know what? I'm surprised, to say the least, that Scott Steiner would do that to Dusty Rhodes, but both of these teams want the win. Apparently, Scott Steiner willing to get down and dirty to do it.
Veer Mahan just dropping Rick Steiner on his head, but in doing so, opened himself up to the offense of Scott Steiner, who drops him across the top rope throat first. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us later tonight, we've got the main event. It is going to be Booker T going up against the Nature Boy Ric Flair in what promises to be an incredible matchup. The leader of the Four Horsemen, Hurricane Rana, calling a Frankensteiner.
He should have gone for the pin right there. This is a mistake. He had him.
Oh, I think I know what he's doing here. Steiner driver, and he's out.
Too close to the ropes. You got to be smart about something like that. If you're going to do that, get him in the middle of the ring so you don't have a rope break like that. I'd be curious to know if Dusty Rhodes would have tried to make the save or not.
Irish whipped into the ropes once again, and now Veer Mahan desperately needs to get out and make that tag. Scott Steiner tagging, or I should say targeting, the leg. And there you see some of that amateur style, and a big mistake right there by Scott Steiner.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, probably a little bit more sportsmanlike. He didn't take the sucker shot that he could have took. And for the second time now, too close to the ropes when attempting a pinfall. I would expect a little bit better out of the tag team champions.
Dusty Rhodes going for the cover, getting only a 1 count, and just barely at that. Once again, shout out to everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Ancient Clown is here along with Juan Cordero.
Yeah, we've also got Chuckles in the house.
Oh, there's the buyout of Gilbo by the American Dream. Has Steiner deep in his corner. Save out to be made by Rick Steiner. I don't know that Scott could have kicked out.
Would have been close, but that bionic elbow, we've seen it put a lot of people down. Tag is made to Veer Mahan, and all of a sudden, this mystery team that was just randomly selected looking pretty good against the tag team champions.
Indeed they are. As this kid, oh, look at this. Just drop Rick Steiner down. And now Veer Mahan coming over, make the tag to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Don't look now, but I'll tell you, Scott Steiner looks like he's huffing and puffing a little bit. That's a guy who's in top-notch condition.
Butterflies the arms and drives Dusty Rhodes into the canvas. And now coming over to make the tag, perhaps. Oh, Dusty Rhodes going to tag out. And Veer Mahan comes in. Got caught with that DDT. Big clothesline by Veer, almost took the head of Scott Steiner right off.
Yeah, but now he's struggling to pull him away from the ropes, and that bought some big time right there for Scott Steiner. Now the question is, will it be enough?
Rick Steiner not going to take a chance. Comes in there and breaks it up. I'll tell you what. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff taking place here on WCW Nitro in the past. But perhaps nothing as bad as... Oh, wait, he's got him up. Steiner driver, and this time he's in the middle of the ring. That should be enough.
Dusty Rhodes not going to make the save either.
There are your tag team champions heading in to Halloween Havoc this Sunday night. What's going on here?
Who? Is that who I think it is?
That's Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. They're calling on the tag team champions.
Well, there's a match I wouldn't mind seeing this Sunday night.
The match that we're going to definitely see this Sunday night. Spin the wheel. Make the deal. Zeus going up against Hollywood Hogan for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be Katie bar the door.
Well, what I love about that is we don't even know what kind of match it's going to be. They don't know what kind of match they're going to be in, and the world title's going to be on the line. It doesn't get any better than that, in my opinion.
Fans, when we come back, Lex Luger and Dustin Rhodes go head-to-head. Stay with us. thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, the WCW United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
The Total Package representing the Horsemen as Lex Luger, the United States Champion, heads into the ring. Want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network as we continue along the road to 3,000.
Well, we've eclipsed 2,600 and we are climbing up steadily. Make sure you share this with your friends. Let everybody know that the greatest place for old school wrestling is still right here on the Nation Network.
Indeed. Aaron Mantle in the house along with Tom Hood.
The family from Texas, weighing in at 200.
Hey, it's Halloween. How could you have Halloween without Freddy?
Welcome, everybody. Great to have you here with us. The natural Dustin Rhodes heading into the ring. It's a non-title match. But when you're the Total Package Lex Luger, I'm not sure how much that really matters. As we stipulated earlier on, this has become very personal.
Well, the Total Package Lex Luger, in my opinion, is going to have the advantage in this one. That's just the way I feel about it. He's got the size, the strength, and in my opinion, he's got the experience, and there is no substitute for that.
He just lifted Dustin Rhodes high overhead, and Dustin leading into the Total Package.
Well, I'm not sure where he learned a maneuver like that. Perhaps in Texas, that's how they tip cows nowadays.
Suplex nicely done, and the natural is a very quick study. When you're growing up, the son of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, I've got to believe it gives you a little bit of an insight that the average rookie would not have.
And to be honest, he's not necessarily a rookie right now. But he's nowhere near as seasoned as the Total Package Lex Luger, in my opinion.
Luger with a clothesline, and it sends him crashing to the floor. Look at the double bicep. You'll appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. Take a look at Luger. You call him the Total Package for a reason, man. He doesn't miss any days in the gym, that's for sure.
Perhaps someday worthy of the Jesse the Body Award.
Perhaps.
As he drives Dustin into the turnbuckle from post to post, coast to coast, and now the natural intercepts the Total Package. Nice drop down, comes back up with a boot, and it's blocked. Luger was ready for it.
Well, that's where the experience comes in line. Oh, nice move right there by Dustin to get out of the way.
Luger not too happy about it. Comes up with a running clothesline. What's he going to do now? Total package drops that leg. Hammered away with that clenched fist.
Yeah, but you know what I love about it? He positioned himself where the referee couldn't see it. And we now have to go into the details of what I think about this referee in particular now, do we?
Well, indeed, it has been well documented by the body. No love lost at all for this official. Dropped down, nicely done by Luger. And they collide heads right there. Nice move by Luger to avoid the attack of Dustin Rhodes. Sends him into the turnbuckle and again. Luger takes him out of the corner with that Beal toss, and Dustin getting up, and he's right back on the attack, but unable to do anything to the total package.
Well, you don't become the United States champion by luck, all right? That's all there is to it. Luger is a member of the Four Horsemen for a reason, and that's because he knows how to get the job done.
This crowd, I would dare say, split down the middle. There are a lot of fans of the Four Horsemen. Nice move right there, and Luger once again sends Dustin crashing to the floor. Oh, he caught him! Luger's down! Luger is injured!
I'm not sure he didn't make a mistake right there. I think Dustin should have followed up right there on the floor. Why give him a chance?
Well, the total package clearly doesn't take Dustin as a serious threat here tonight as he keeps on taunting.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's just trying to get into the head of not only Dustin Rhodes, but I'm sure Dusty's back there watching on a monitor somewhere.
Total package dropping that leg down. He wants Dustin back up. Let's see what he's got in mind. Oh, what a drop kick.
Now he's just rubbing salt in the wounds right here.
Oh, Dustin landing a shot to the midsection. And now turning things around here if he can. That Bronco Buster. Luger's in trouble. He almost got beat.
What a turnaround with one big move, and all of a sudden, just like that, the total package almost got caught.
Tremendous roll up. There's one. There's two. And Dustin able to get the shoulder up. Oh, this one is really starting to pick up now, wrestling fans.
Not a surprise at all.
Luger with the pop-up. Boot to the midsection. What's he going to do now? Has him up. Go with a pile driver. That might be all she wrote. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Dustin, is he done? No, he's still alive.
Well, I'll tell you right now, a pile driver will definitely end the day for most people, but this is not most people.
Nice drop down and went for the kick. Nobody home. And now comes up with a clothesline, and Dustin was ready. And they exchange blows back and forth. Off the ropes and again, and now they collide once again. Tremendous uppercut right there by the total package, Lex Luger. Luger just continuing to hand out the punishment right now. He has owned the majority of this match, but we saw how close Dustin came to a big win. Oh, look at this. He reverses. Shoulders are down on the United States champion. Will it be it? Oh, and he just barely kicks out.
Tremendous action happening right here on Nitro, and Dustin just bought it. He got caught trying to go for the big follow-up, and Luger is going to make him pay the price here ringside.
Drops him on top of the guardrail. Lex Luger doing a hell of a job. Oh, he's got him up for a pile driver on the floor.
Oh, he's busted open.
Luger drawing blood on Dustin Rhodes. That'll shorten a career.
On the concrete floor yet. He may need some medical attention. We might have to get the doctors down there to check this one out.
Luger has him up in there. Oh, he's got him in a torture rack. Will that be it?
He's got him.
Luger gonna make him tap out, and indeed.
Nobody escapes the torture rack once Lex Luger has it cinched him.
Unbelievable matchup. Let's take a look at that. That pile driver on the floor. That will have lasting effects. And here's that total package. Applying that torture rack. You can't blame Dustin Rhodes. He gave it all he had. And now Luger. What is he doing here?
What is he doing? I don't know, but it looks like he's not done.
Oh, a neck breaker on the floor.
He's continuing right where he left off, going after the neck, and now what? He's got a steel chair.
Luger going to work on Dustin Rhodes. Where's the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes? You know he's got to be watching this.
Somebody better get a hold of him and to get him out here to do something before it's too late.
Luger's got him up in the air. Look at the blood streaming down the face of Dustin Rhodes. Fans will be back in a moment.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blaze Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, the medical team taking Dustin Rhodes to the back for evaluation. We'll try to get an update on his condition before the program is over. As we are now joined by the reigning World Heavyweight Champion,
Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, the WCW Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Hogan.
this Sunday night, a date with destiny indeed. Spin the wheel, make the deal. Hollywood Hogan going up against Zeus.
Well, everybody's been talking about it. These two dudes have been pulling out each other's best and worst moments. Hogan, in my opinion, fortunate to still be the NWO's WCW World Heavyweight Champion, but I've got a funny feeling Halloween Havoc might not go his way.
Champion getting ready to compete in a non-title matchup, and it's a tough battle he's got ahead of him here tonight.
Yeah, I'll give credit where credit is due. I am not a big fan of the Trump Hulk Hogan. Everybody knows that. But for him to take on a match like this one that he's got here tonight, so close to a major pay-per-view with that type of an opposition in Zeus waiting for him at the other side, he's either got guts or he's got no brains, and I'm not entirely sure when it comes to Trump Hogan which one he's got. I'll say one thing, he's got his hair back. Congratulations on that.
And his opponent from Manchester, England, weighing in at 260 pounds, the British Bulldog, Daveyboy Smith.
The British Bulldog, Daveyboy Smith, ladies and gentlemen. No stranger to the WCW. Of course, he has been successful every promotion he's ever been in.
Yeah, former Intercontinental Champion, former Tag Team Champion. Came extraordinarily close at one point in time to becoming the World Heavyweight Champion right here at the WCW.
Indeed, also the very first ever European champion. Worth mentioning.
Yeah, and he had to beat his own brother-in-law, Owen Hart, over in Germany for that to happen.
Fans, we have just been notified that the tag team titles will be defended this Sunday. Halloween Havoc against the members of the Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Well, there you go. That's already starting to shape up to be one hell of a night of professional wrestling. You got the tag team titles on the line. You got the World Championship on the line. Hell, what else do you want?
Hogan to the ropes. Dropping the big elbow on the Bulldog, and now Hogan. Oh, this crowd not exactly happy. Oh, Hogan from behind with a clothesline.
Well, remember what I said earlier? I'm not sure if he's got more guts or a lack of brains. Well, turning your back on the British Bulldog makes me start to think it's the lack of brains. If he doesn't know by now that you can't get away with that, I don't know how he ever does.
Well, Hogan turned his back on the fans a long time ago when this NWO thing kicked off. The resurgence of the WCW was in part because Hogan was able to steal, in many people's opinion, the World Championship, courtesy with a little bit of help from Shawn Michaels.
Well, however he got the title and then decided to bring it over here and reignite the WCW. The rest, as they say, is history.
Indeed, off the ropes. Back elbow, my goodness. Hollywood Hogan dominating right now over the British Bulldog. Will he be able to do that on Sunday against Zeus?
I highly doubt it. Not only that, he doesn't even know what type of match is he going to be going up. It will be a steel cage. It could be the Cell from Hell. We have no idea.
Oh, now there's a roll-up. Cradles the ankles. 2, and Hogan comes out the back door. Has him up, slams him to the mat, and now Hogan reading him the riot act. There's the boot. Hollywood Hogan is in control. Scoop and a slam, down he goes to the ropes. Drops the leg, nobody home.
The last time we saw something like that happen, it was the Ultimate Warrior taking the championship at WrestleMania 6.
Indeed, we know the after effects of missing that leg drop. Will the British Bulldog be able to have the same success? Here's a Scooby Grab with a power slam. This one could be over. It's going to be a massive upset. He's in the ropes.
That's how close we came to seeing it all go down right here. Hogan got lucky.
The Bulldog from the top rope. Oh, and Hogan able to sidestep him. Cradle rolls up again. Shoulders are down. 2. He got him. No.
Hogan able to barely get a shoulder up that time, and the British Bulldog starting to feel it.
Hulk Hogan throws him over the top rope out to the floor.
Well, now the action's here ringside. That's where all kinds of bad things can happen. Again, we're just days away from a major pay-per-view. Hogan probably doesn't need to be out here right now.
Drop them head first on the apron, and now Hogan right back up on his feet as if nothing happened.
Imagine that, Hogan no-selling for somebody. Wow, what are the odds?
Into the steel steps. Hulk Hogan has got the British Bulldog and continues the beating here ringside. Throws him into the guardrail. Clubbing forearm. Hogan making his way back in for the count of 9.
He's going to get the win by a count out, it looks like.
Indeed. That is how. Oh, wait. Here he is. Zeus. We're not going to wait for Sunday. Zeus attacking Hogan right here now.
He's calling for a steel cage. Will that be what happens on Sunday night? It could be a steel cage match.
And now Hogan turning the tempo and the tide around. And now Zeus realizing things are backfired on him. Hogan throwing Zeus into the steel. This could just be a premonition of what we're going to see on Sunday at Halloween Havoc.
Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, wrestling fans, order has been restored. This is the main event of the evening tonight, but my goodness, what's going to happen on Sunday?
Well, I can tell you what I think's going to happen on Sunday. I think Trump Hogan's going to find out that what he just did to Zeus might be the closest he ever comes to defeating him.
North Carolina, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Natural Born.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, has made it very clear that no matter who walks out of Halloween Havoc as the World Champion, they will end up having a date with destiny in the style and profile of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and the Horsemen.
Well, the Horsemen have been putting themselves back together over the last several months to deal with the NWO. The Steiner brothers took care of some of that for them already by taking the tag team titles away.
251 pounds,
As we take a look at the former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a man who might have an argument to make himself that he would be a top contender for the winner on Sunday night.
Well, I'll tell you, Booker T is going to give Ric Flair a match he won't forget, and Ric Flair's going to give it right back.
The dirtiest player in the game, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. How much of that is going to take place here in this match? We'll find out.
Well, it's only cheating if you get caught. You know what I always say, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Indeed, you were the man earlier on advocating for low blows.
Like I said, you do what you gotta do. No one will ever ask you tomorrow how you won.
Indeed, they only ask you
If you won, that's right, if you won.
Nature Boy Ric Flair already going to the eyes, so I guess that'll answer that question. Booker T with a big right hand battling himself back up to a vertical base. Has the Nature Boy and head first into the turnbuckle and Flair down. We are looking at a tremendous main event, ladies and gentlemen. Two former WCW World Heavyweight Champions. The outcome of this match will definitely have a lot to say after Sunday night. As Booker T winding up the arm of Ric Flair, now trying to draw a submission. Look at them pull back on the chin.
Well, he did that very well. I've got to tell you, he's doing a tremendous, and now choking him out right there. Referee's got to give him 5 seconds. And Flair knows it better than anyone. That's why he is indeed the dirtiest player in the game, and I love it.
Once again, welcome to everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Tonight we've got Aaron Mantle in the house. Thank you, sir, for joining us. As we continue on the road to 3,000 subs. Big right hand by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Once again, Flair trying to go to the eyes of Booker T, and Booker felt Flair going for that leg, and we know what Flair would like to do, cinch on that figure 4 leg lock, give him half an opportunity.
Well, if you're Booker T, you know about that. You also know you've got to be prepared to stop it from happening, because once it's on, there's not a whole lot of ways to get out of it. You've got really one that I know of, and that's to turn it inside out, roll it over, put the pressure on Ric Flair at that point. But that doesn't always turn out that way, and why put yourself in that position?
Right to the eyes again, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And here it goes, spinning toe hold starting to work on the knee and the ankle of Booker T.
Yeah, taking a page out of the book of Terry Funk. Ric Flair not going to worry about it. Starting to wear down that knee, and we know what he's going to go for next.
And now it's Booker T. Wait a minute. Booker T. He's going to go for the figure 4. He's got it on him.
Wow, unbelievable. Booker T trying to beat Ric Flair at his own game, but way too close to the ropes. We mentioned it earlier on tonight. You've got to know exactly where you're at. Ring presence is key in matches like this.
Booker T definitely has got the full attention of the Nature Boy Ric Flair at this point. And Flair has him up. What's he going to do with him? No, don't do it! He just power bombed him on the floor!
All the way over the top rope to the floor. Booker T is in a lot of trouble right now.
The sound of the impact of Booker T, the flesh meeting floor. You're never going to be at 100% after that one. The Nature Boy Ric Flair now got caught with a boot to the midsection, and now Booker sending Flair under the bottom rope.
Well, the action spills back inside the ring. Booker T, though, has to be really concerned after the big hits he just took outside the ring. He's going to have to try and put this one away quickly. The longer this match goes on, the less it's going to be in his favor.
Tremendous splash off the top rope. Booker hooking the leg of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who barely managed to get the shoulder up. Swing and a miss, and now Ric Flair Got caught with a back elbow. And there's that side hit kick right to the head. Will it be enough? He got him. Booker T gets the big victory.
Well, I'm not sure that we've heard the end of this one. These two dudes right here, they've got some history between them, and Ric Flair not doing a good job right now. Referee checking on the Nature Boy. He got his clock cleaned with that back heel kick.
Indeed, a tremendous win, ladies and gentlemen, for Booker T here tonight. What's it going to be like this Sunday night? The action is going to be hot and heavy. Halloween Havoc right here on the Nation Network. We are starting, as we mentioned, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you are here early. Get a good seat for what promises to be an incredible night of wrestling action here on the Nation Network. For Jesse Lamonte, Mean Scheme saying so long, everyone.